Well, let me start off and just saying shalom. 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 Peace. Well, yeah, I've been to Israel a few times. Brother Rick has got me started excited about Israel many years ago. And then Pastor Kurt, I went with Pastor Kurt. What did we go, Pastor Kurt, twice or once together? Twice. Twice. And there's some people here that went to Israel with us. So I'm thanking them too for giving that opportunity for me to go to Israel. And I can't wait to go back again. Amen. So I just want to share a couple thoughts here. It's not going to be too much here, but whether today or in ancient history, Israel captures many people's attention. David Ben-Gurion, the first prime minister of Israel, once said, "The Bible is our mandate," meaning that it's the official order. It's the commission to do something. So Israel has God in it. Someone told me this, and actually one of Rick's friends told me this, the only real friend of Israel is the Christians. Kind of interesting about that. And when he told me that, I pondered that for a while, and I realized he's right. He's right. The only real friends are you and I, the Christians. Jeremiah 31:3 says this, "Long ago, the Lord said to Israel, I love you, my people, with an everlasting love." The account started with a man named Abram, whom God later changed his name to Abraham. The Lord said to Abraham, "Leave your country, your people, your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing." God's dealing with this land, later to be called Israel, when God changed Jacob's name to Israel, started with an unconditional promise that he made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yes. The Lord directed Abram to leave his homeland in order to bless him. The Bible details events that would happen in the history of Israel. Many of the prophecies have been fulfilled, and others are being fulfilled this very day. If you know anything about Israel, it has many enemies. Throughout history, many attempts have been made to totally wipe out the Jewish people and their homeland. Many people throughout history hated the Jewish people and still hate the nation of Israel. Many do not exist anymore. They're gone forever. So how did Israel even still, how come Israel still even around this very day? Because as we read, God said to Abram, "I love you, my people, with an everlasting love." Remember this, that God chose Israel. So how did Israel come to be? What are the precise borders of the land promised to Abram's descendants? Well, in Genesis 15:18, it says, "On the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, to your descendants I have given this land from the river Egypt to the great river, to the river Euphrates." Nothing was required to gain this promise, and nothing can be done or not done to lose it. Presently, Israel approximately is 8,600 square miles. The Lord gave Abram's descendants the land. The portion extends from the Nile, approximately in that area, into Egypt, the Euphrates River. It covered approximately 300,000 square miles. A difference of 291 square miles difference. But the Lord made it perfectly clear. We know enough to be sure that Israel is not in her full inheritance yet. But one day it will be. Why is that? Because it's the promised land. Be sure of this, God has the final say. Many things we can learn here from Abram. God told him to pick up and move on to a place he never been. And what did he do? He trusted God. Yes. We learn a lot there from Abram. There's so many things we can learn from him. But one thing I want to say is trust in the Lord. Yes. Proverbs 3:5-6 says it this way. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path." Yes. So why is Israel special to us here today? Because Israel is special to God. Thank you.
Amen.